ayahuasca told me to move to the northern mountains of Idaho. So I did, and I did a lot of this. I floated in a lake and I thought about my reality. I was giving myself up to the universe. I was saying, what does it have in store for me? Trying to understand this cosmic code that defines purpose and who we are. 13 years earlier, I was totally devastated when this woman, my mother, passed away from leukemia. It totally upended reality for me. She was an unconventional mom. She taught me to trust myself and to say to everybody else, which is how I found myself here, living in Idaho, on a psychedelic odyssey of purpose-driven life. I thought I was going to find out I was something really cool, like an artist or a writer. Turns out I'm an accountant. Not what I expected. I'm the counter of things like coins or livestock, maybe. But this actually makes sense, because to reconcile means to bring into balance, to make harmonious, to take things that are on opposite sides and bring them into a place where both things can exist. Friends, family, lovers, they reconcile in the spirit of forgiveness, and accountants reconcile past, present, and future transactions. Oftentimes, we're trying to reconcile our expectations against the bottom line of reality. And so when something tragic happens, something challenging, we oftentimes have to redefine reality, especially when the bottom totally drops out. We have to have another line to reconcile to. And so we start to try and make order out of chaos. Humans have been doing this forever. It's kind of like our cosmic job, to find patterns and define order. So this is the first evidence of humankind doing this. This is a baboon bone, and it's the first tally system. It's the first time we were counting and actually creating order in a way to define it. Obviously, numbers, symbols developed over time, and we can see the first evidence of a spreadsheet here. It took a very long time to build, and now we have awesome things like this. The interesting thing is that numbers 1 through 9 were in existence for thousands of years. It wasn't until the 5th or 6th century AD that we discovered the concept of zero. The word for zero was the same as space or void, and the void was something that created the space between a positive experience and a negative experience. And so if we're in a negative experience, we have to cross the void line to get back into a positive experience, which was what happened when my mother died. I had to traverse the void in order to get back to a positive experience. I did that using a lot of psychedelics, actually. And people ask me, did you just see a wall of numbers? How did you know you were an accountant? And I didn't. I kind of did. I saw a lot of patterns, actually, and I started to move between order and chaos, and order and chaos. And every time I did that, I got to know myself a little bit better, which is an amazing experience. It's also terrifying. The thing about the human brain is that we're constantly trying to say, okay, what do I know, what do I recognize? And we put all of those into little boxes that we label known. We don't really pay much attention to those. It's the things that are unknown that we take off the shelf and we look at again. And with psychedelics, we take everything off the shelf and we shine everything anew with the wonder and beauty of the world. And it's that kind of a process that allows us to actually see the creativity of our experience. So accounting for me is what allows me to hold a state of order so that I can really experience the beauty of the world. It's my way of creating order in a system that is exceptionally chaotic. And so I want to encourage people to find themselves in that space between the order of the brain and the chaos of the heart. Thank you.